Raleigh, ray, Raleigh, high.
Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Sean Jones, your coach down at MHA, getting ready to do the cooking class. Today I'm going to make a spinach salad, something really good for the summertime. I know it's snowing outside today, so that's not too good, but it is going to be nice again. And this is a perfect salad to have in the summertime at a barbecue or just on an afternoon. Very healthy for you, very good for you, very tasty. And also the dressing can be used for a lot of different things. So it's going to be a quick one today because we're not actually cooking anything. There's nothing that's actually cooked. This is completely vegetarian, and except for the cheese, it's vegan. So you don't have to have cheese if you don't want to. But it is a spinach salad with a Honey Dijon dressing. So let's get started. All right, so as usual, I have our ingredients laid out for us today. Again, everything was bought locally at Farm Fresh up on 3rd Street and was provided to us by St. Luke's Episcopal Church. So let's go through our ingredients. We got a fresh bag of spinach right here. We have some slivered almonds, carrots, sweetened dried cranberries, also known as craisins. We have some Swiss cheese, got a couple apples, some honey, some Dijon mustard. Of course, we're going to use salt and pepper. I don't have that here because we all know the salt and pepper. But now also, I didn't buy this today. This is from the last couple weeks. But we have some olive oil. And we also have that balsamic vinegar. If you remember that from last week, we have that. And those are things that go into the dressing that goes with the salad. Oh, and also, we've got a red onion, one of my favorites. So, okay, let's start making this salad, and we're going to start with the dressing. We're going to do that first. So let's get going. So like I said, first up, we're going to start with the dressing. It is a Honey Dijon dressing. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some honey in here. Now remember, I'm just making enough for a couple salads, so I'm not going to put ton of the honey in there. So probably got, I don't know, a quarter of a cup there. Add some Dijon mustard, a little bit more than the honey. The olive oil. Add that. And now, I'm not going to add a ton. I'm just going to start with a little bit of this balsamic vinegar. So not a ton, just that tad little bit right there. I'm just going to start mixing that up. Now remember, the honey's in there, so it's going to be a little tough to get it started at first, and then you can start moving it around. I mix that up just a tad bit. So I've mixed it up just a tad bit. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper, not a lot at all. Okay, just that little bit of salt. And now just a little bit of pepper. You can see it's not a lot at all. I'm going to mix it up. Now, I like the color of it, and that's how I can kind of judge kind of where I'm at here. So, just like the last time when we made a salad, I like to test it with a piece of the greens or a piece of mushrooms, something like that. I'm going to just see where I'm at, dip a little piece of spinach in it. Honestly, to me, that's perfect. Now, we don't need a ton of it because remember, I mix the dressing in with all the greens and toss it around. So that should be fine. So next we're just going to prep up our stuff we need for the toppings. All right, so we don't have a ton of things to prep up today. We got the onion, apples, carrots, and Swiss cheese. That's pretty much the only thing we have to cut up. So we're going to start with the red onion. I know you guys have seen me do this a couple times, a couple different videos. We're going to do this one the same way we did last week for the salad. So peel it, but I cut it in half. Not going to be dicing it up, of course, because it's for a salad. I want it in slices, but half slices, not like full circle slices for a burger, something like that. So cut it in half, turn it sideways, just come through. As always, let your knife do the work so you can get nice, thin slices of your onion. You can kind of see here, trying to get it right, there you go. So it's not thick at all. It's very thin slices of onion. I don't want big chunks. I just want these nice, thin slices. That's the onion. So the next thing we're going to cut up is the apples. So the way I'm going to do this, just come down. As you can see, I'm going a little bit past the stem so that the core stays in there. Come down like that, and I can lay it down. I can do the same from the top up here, right? Whoops. Turn it that way, turn it this way. Now I can flip it on its side. I can clearly see where that core is. I can just come down through it like that. And I'm just going to take these big chunks of apple and just come through a little bit bigger slices than the onion, but same concept. Just let my knife do the work and cut apple slices. So I'll do this next piece, show you again. Same thing. Let your knife do the work. Come down through. Just get nice slices of apple. Not too thin, but then again, not too thick. You'll see the way we put them on the salad at the very end. There's our apple slices. Next up, we're going to prep some of these carrots. These are little baby carrots. They were a little bit cheaper than the whole carrots this week, so that's why I got them. I mean, however many you're going to use on your salads, you can go ahead and chop up. I've just kind of grabbed a handful. There's a couple ways you could do this. Okay, you can just take them, cut them in half, and then in half again. So then you would have kind of like slivers, like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, cut them in half, and then I'm just going to lay them both down on the flat side like that once I cut it in half, and just go through and chop it into these little pieces. Okay? Just little half-moon carrots, I guess you could call them. And I'm doing those just so then that way I can just kind of sprinkle them onto the salad. So again, cut it in half, go through, let my knife do the work, and just naturally slide over. I'm not going too thin, as you can see, but the same size as the apple slices, not as thin as the onion. So just some nice little pieces of carrot for our salad. This salad is very colorful. That's another thing I really like about it. Makes it great for summertime, like I said. You will see when we're all complete. Again, cut in half, set them down, go through and chop them up. Take your time, don't cut your fingers, because these carrots are little. And that's the other reason too why I'm cutting them in half. I mean, if you're good enough with your knife and you want to try to keep it whole, you know, but I mean, again, a rounded carrot, normal carrot, cylinder shape, wiggles a lot. When you cut it in half and you've got the two flat sides, it stays put on your cutting board a lot easier, which then in turn, of course, makes it easier to chop up. You don't have to worry about it rolling around and slipping out of your fingers. And there's our carrots. Okay, so next up, we're going to cut up the Swiss cheese. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it's course, it already came in slices. So I'm going to go through and cut it into strips, like julienne strips of Swiss cheese. Kind of put it together, and then go through and cut it into little chunks. So then that way I can kind of sprinkle it on the salad. All right. I wouldn't go more than 2 to 3 pieces of cheese at the same time. It's just if you do, your pieces are going to be too big. They're going to stick together too much. So that's why I don't like to do that. So again, I've got 2 pieces like this. Cut it into the julienne strips. Turn it sideways. Kind of pack it all together. And go through and dice that up. And there's our Swiss cheese. All right, so now we have all our ingredients prepped and ready to go. Sliced up the apple, cubed up the Swiss cheese, red onions, and of course the carrots. The almond slivers I did not have to do anything to. They came cut, and the craisins, of course, already come ready to go. So our next part now is to make this salad. So here we go. So here's our fresh spinach. I've got 2 bags in here. Again, remember, I'm making a good amount because it is for all the employees down here. We're the only ones down here. Up to you, you just use as much as you need to use, whether you're making it for your family or even just for yourself, or if you're bringing it someplace, you can make a big batch like this. I suggest, though, don't put the dressing on it until you get to wherever you're going and then mix it all up. I'm going to do the salad just a tad bit different than if you were going to bring it someplace. If you were going to bring it someplace, I would say put the dressing in there, mix it up, then put all your toppings, your carrots and onions and apples and all that in there, and then mix all that together, and it makes like a big tossed salad. What I'm going to do here, though, is do it kind of the way I did it at the restaurant. So here you have our spinach. Our dressing is here. Now remember, I told you this dressing could be used for other things. So another awesome thing you can do with this dressing is barbecue with it. If you like pork, I like it on pork. It's delicious on pork. You can grill a whole pork loin and just keep putting this over the top of it and let it cook on. That honey really, the sugars, it crystallizes. It's just delicious. You can also marinate chicken or pork in this the night before and then grill it, and it just comes out spectacular. But so today we're making a salad, so go ahead, put this dressing all around the spinach. Scrape the inside of my container. Get it all in there. And just like last week, I'm going to take my tongs and just move it all around. Okay, so that the spinach all gets covered in the dressing. And if you remember from last week, I said we do that so that you get the flavor of the dressing in every bite, as opposed to just pouring dressing over the top of a salad and then it's sporadic. This way you're getting that dressing with every single bite you're taking of the greens. There's that. All mixed up. Next up, we'll put our salad together. All right, so let's put this salad together. What do you say? Got our plate ready? Okay. Grab my greens. Put them right in the center. Spinach. It's great. Now, you can do all your toppings however you want. Like you can do them kind of in stripes down this way, which is what I'm going to do, or you can kind of sprinkle it over the top. Like I said, the way I would have done it at the restaurant is this way. So put my carrots there. Then maybe put my craisins over here. And the reason why is I'm also looking at the colors of everything I'm doing here and kind of putting them opposite of each other, dark colors kind of deal, right? So we got our carrots there, craisins there. Let's put our apples over here. Put our onions over on this side. Okay, so now we've got left is our almond slivers and our Swiss cheese. They kind of look the same, right? So what I'm going to do is just take those and sprinkle those ones across the top. Now you could have done that with every single ingredient, but I'm just doing it with these two because of the color match. Okay, maybe take a couple more craisins. I want that red to kind of stand out. But there you go. That is our spinach salad with honey Dijon dressing. All right, now that we've completed our salad, what do you say we go find someone to try this and see what they think about it? I already know it's delicious. Let's see what they have to say. Well, look who we found to try the salad again today.
I happen to drop in every Wednesday at this time.
He just happens to be here.
It's amazing.
It's wonderful, though. I'm glad that Stephen could be here. So Stephen is going to try our spinach salad and then tell you guys a little bit more about what's happening down here at MHA.
It's delicious, Sean.
Thank you, Stephen. What's your favorite part?
I like dried cranberries, and I also like the dressing on the spinach. It's very fresh. It's crisp. It's got good flavor.
Thank you. Thank you. See, that's what I was saying, guys. This dressing is, you can use it for a lot of different things besides just the salad. You can marinate chicken in it, marinate pork, you can put it on a steak, all kinds of different things. I'm telling you, if you buy some pork and marinate this and then grill it, it's out of this world. But it's also great for this salad. So, Steve, what else is going on lately down here at MHA?
Well, because I've got a mouthful of
That's
spinach
my bad.
that
I
I'm
always
splitting.
do that. That goes back to the restaurant days. You wait till someone takes a gigantic bite of their food, then you ask
Then
them
you
how
ask
it
them
is.
to talk. So they embarrass themselves on camera.
Or they can't tell you it's bad. That's the other thing, too.
So there's a lot happening at the MHA, although a lot of it's not happening here anymore because of the pandemic, and we're really excited at some point soon to be able to reopen. Not sure when that is, but it will happen. But in place of that, we have 3 to 6 online groups each day, online through the Zoom platform, which works really good. And if that's something that you need some assistance with, learning how to get on the Zoom program, how to use the software, if you need help getting a phone, we might even be able to get you a phone so you can get online. Reach out to us, 716-661-9044. And I'm going to give you a little teaser for something that's going to be happening next week. Is we're going to be having a recovery yoga class coming online during the evening next week. So look on our Facebook page and look on our website for information on that. This is being done by Jen Raines. She's in recovery. She's done recovery yoga down here with us before. We're going to put it online so everyone can keep up at home. So that's what we've got going on. Oh, and we've also got, our phones are available 7 days a week from 8 in the morning until 12 midnight, 716-661-9044. You can text that number or you can make a voice call. So there's no reason to feel disconnected from your recovery supports, either through Zoom or text or voice. Reach out. It's essential.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
Sean.
you, Steve. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And like I said last week, if anyone wants to get a hold of me, you know how to get a hold of me. I'd be more than happy to talk to you and help you as well. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week. Enjoy the salad.
And I thank you to St. Luke's for making this this group possible. St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Jamestown sponsors our cooking class. Thank you, St. Luke's.
Thanks, St. Luke's. All right. See you all next week.